Good. All right, so we're going to get the prone position set up. Grace is going to be here in lane 2, and I'm going to show you how to get your prone mat set up and also how to get your body into the position. No rifle at this point, just you on the prone mat without the rifle. So first thing Grace is going to do is she's going to go ahead and unbuckle the prone mat, and she's going to unroll it, right? And she's going to slide it right up to the thigh line, and it's going to be lined up perfectly with the targets, okay? Now, the next thing that she's going to do, she's going to come back here to the back, and she's going to turn this prone mat about 15 degrees to the left, okay? So this prone mat is not going to be lined up perfectly with the targets. It's going to be turned at a 15-degree angle, okay? Grace, go ahead and pull that prone mat back just a little bit behind it. There you go. Good. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is get Grace on the prone mat. She's going to go ahead and just crawl up on that mat, and she's going to lay down on it. Okay? And if you come around behind me, you'll be able to see this angle. Okay? This is real important. You want your body turned at the same angle the prone mat's turned at, about that 15-degree angle. So on this left side, for a right-handed shooter, on this left side, there's going to be a line here, your shoulders, your hips, your knee, and your foot, that are lined up parallel with this prone mat. Okay? The right leg, you're going to move that right knee up to open up your stomach and your chest area so you can breathe easier. And then you're going to take this right foot, this is for a right-handed shooter, you're going to take this right foot and you're going to move it out at least to the edge of the prone mat, but you could actually move this even farther out this way. Okay, but the key is, go ahead and move your knee up a little bit farther. There you go, is to open up that space for your upper body by moving this knee up. Okay? You can see Grace is up on her elbows. Her head is straight and level, and she's looking at those targets. Okay, she's centered on those targets. This is what the position looks like before you get the rifle into the position. And so if you're at home, you can practice this on a carpeted floor. You can put a towel down if you're on a hardwood floor or tile. You go ahead and put maybe a beach towel or something down. Practice this at home so when you come into the range, you know how to get into position on the prone mat in the prone position. All right, there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to add the rifle into the position. The first video that we did showed you how to get into position without the rifle. Now we're going to add the rifle to the position. If you notice, I've got the rifle grounded. CBI is in the rifle, it's on the floor, no hands on the rifle, that's a grounded rifle, and it's going to stay there for a minute. So we're going to have Grace get back down on the prone mat, and she's actually going to assume the same position she did without the rifle on the first video. She's going to make sure that this left side is in line with the edge of the prone mat, turned at that 15-degree angle. She's got the right knee up, which opens up the torso so she can breathe easier. Okay? She's up on her elbows, and her head is straight and level. Okay? The next thing she's going to do, and we're not going to use a sling right now, we're just going to start with the rifle. She's going to pick that rifle up, and she's going to add that rifle into the position. Okay? She's got that blinder right in front of her left eye, and she can go ahead and adjust that if it's not the right spot. She's going to look through the rear sight. She's going to put the front sight on the bullseye. So you are not focused on the rear sight. You're just looking through that aperture of the rear sight. You're focused on the front sight. Front sight goes right on top of that bullseye. Okay? Grace has got a good, and that's called a sight picture. She's got a good sight picture now. Okay? At this point, Grace is going to remove the CBI. She's going to pull it straight out, lay it on the floor. We're going to dry fire, no pellet. She's going to close the, or actually she's going to pump the rifle, So she's going to hold the pump handle with her left hand. She's going to grasp the stock with her right hand, and she's going to raise that stock up in the air and push it back down. Perfect. Okay? Grace is going to close the action, and she's going to fire a shot on that bullseye. Dry fire. Excellent. Open the action. Okay? Go ahead and insert the CBI. And that's how you add the rifle into position without a sling. Okay? The third video we're going to do, we're actually going to add the sling to the position and show you how to use that.